Hello students, let us begin with the second video of Unit 3, which will focus only on the structures of ionic crystals. Here we will first revise the concept of void spaces. We had done this concept previously, but here we will need more of this, so we are repeating the same concept. We had seen two kinds of voids. First was a tetrahedral void. This was created by placing atoms on the as a second layer above the void of the first layer. It is known as tetrahedral void because the four atoms create a geometrical figure tetrahedron. If you recollect this diagram, here we can see a T is mentioned which is formed in the vacant space of three atoms. We had seen a little better diagram this way, where three atoms are placed at the bottom layer and a red atom which is placed above it, and these four atoms together make a tetrahedron. A similar thing we had seen was an octahedral void. This was formed by placing the three atoms in one layer and above another three layers of atoms. A better diagram could be seen this way, where you have six spheres shown in the opposite directions. Also, we had seen last time what is octahedron and how 6 atoms create a number 8 in the octahedral figure. Let us now go for the details of this octahedral and tetrahedral voids. These void spaces, how many are created is quite important to know. The number of two void spaces depend upon the number of close packed atoms. If suppose close packing atoms contain n number of atoms, then the number of octahedral voids generated are n. So close packed atoms and octahedral voids numbers are always equal, while tetrahedral voids are always double in number. For example, in cubic close packing or face centered unit cell, we had seen earlier there are 4 atoms per unit cell. So accordingly, my n value is right now 4. So how many octahedral voids will be there? 4 octahedral voids and double the number, that is 8 tetrahedral voids will be there. Let us see a kind of a distinguish between these two voids. Tetrahedral void is surrounded by 4 spheres. Coordination number of this tetrahedral void is always 4. Radius of this tetrahedral void is 0.225 into radius. This is the radius of the atom which is making the close packed structure. Radius of tetrahedral void is much smaller than the spheres. In HCP or CCP lattice, for every atom, there are two tetrahedral voids, one above and one below the atom. In fact, that is why the formula was 2n times. Similar comparison of octahedral voids if you do and write parallel opposite points. Each octahedral void is surrounded by 6 spheres. The coordination number will be 6. The radius of octahedral void is 0.414 times r. The radius of octahedral void is much larger than tetrahedral voids. And octahedral void is kind of a combination of two layers, 3 atoms above, 3 atoms below. That's why the number is much more. How to locate octahedral voids in a given system? It is always found that one octahedral void is present at the body center of the cube. 12 octahedral voids are present at the center of the 12 edges. Don't imagine, see the diagram. In this particular system, you can see where the octahedral voids are. They are marked by O. So coming back to the first sentence, one octahedral void at the body center. Can you locate that one body center? And 12 at the edge centers. Now if somebody asks you how many total octahedral void, don't suddenly say 12 plus 1 13. That's wrong. because the edge center voids are being shared by other systems also. So each void on edge center is being shared by 4 unit cells. So its contribution is only 1/4. So total octahedral voids are 1 plus 3, that makes it 4. So in a cubical system, there are maximum 4 octahedral voids present. Let us try to do this similar calculation for tetrahedral voids. 8 tetrahedral voids are found to be present in CCP lattice. There are 8 spheres at the corners and 3 spheres present in the face center. Imagine this diagram and you can see the location of tetrahedral void. If you look at any two tetrahedral void in a collinear way, they are said to be present on a body diagonal. So these tetrahedral voids are present on body diagonals, two, one on each body diagonal, and at a distance of 1/4 from each end. Based on these void spaces and the atoms, they ask some numerical problems. We will solve here two sample problems. First, read the problem for a moment. A compound is formed by two elements X and Y. Atoms of Y, that is anions, are making CCP lattice. Atoms of X, that is cations, are occupying octahedral void. What is the formula of the compound? Let us understand solution stepwise. First we say that let number of atoms of Y in CCP are n. And since we know that number of octahedral voids is same as number of atoms, that means number of octahedral voids also will be n. All octahedral voids are occupied by X. And how many octahedral voids are there? N. So X number also is n. So the ratio of X is to Y is n is to n or 1 is to 1. So the formula of the compound is XY. X one time, Y one time. See another problem. Atoms of B form HCP lattice and atoms of A are occupying 2/3 of the tetrahedral void. Calculate the formula. Here now imagine that number of atoms in HCP are n. Number of tetrahedral voids are always double the number, so it's 2n. And they are saying A atoms occupy 2/3 of the tetrahedral voids. So number of A will be 2 upon 3 into 2n, that is 4n upon 3. Ratio will be 4n upon 3 is to n, 4 upon 3 is to 1 or 4 by 3. The formula becomes A 4 times, B 3 times. We come to now the crystal structures of ionic systems. Now this is studied with the help of a rule known as radius ratio rule. For the stability of ionic compounds, each cation should be surrounded by maximum number of anions, or you can say vice versa. If it is surrounded by maximum ions, it creates maximum electrostatic force of attraction. This calculation is done with a rule or a formula known as radius ratio rule. Radius ratio is the ratio of radius of cation is to radius of anion. Imagine different cases of these radii. Suppose in the first diagram, the blue circles are anions and the red circles are cations. So in the first system, you can see a very small cation is placed and in the void space of 4 anions. Slowly in the diagram, we are making the size of cation larger than size of original one. In the last case, you can see the cation has become so large that it has occupied a larger space. Why is it said that the last diagram is more stable? Reason is very simple. You are keeping all the negatively charged anions away from each other. That makes the system most stable. You can understand why the first system is unstable, because 4 negatively charged anions are almost touching each other, which is not accepted. So from the radius ratio rule, we observe one thing, that larger the size of cation, greater is the radius ratio, greater is its coordination number. Using this radius ratio rule, scientists have found out that in nature there are four systems possible. If radius ratio is in the range of 0.155 to 0.225, coordination number is found to be 3. It creates a planar triangular system. One of the famous example is B2O3 boron oxide. If radius ratio is in the range of 0.225 to 0.414, coordination number comes out to be 4, geometry is found to be tetrahedral, and zinc sulfide, cuprous chloride, several systems are found. If radius ratio goes in the range of 0.414 to 732, coordination number is found to be 6. It gives rise to octahedral structure, and examples are sodium chloride, sodium bromide, and so on. Last possibility is if radius ratio goes in the range of 0.732 to 1, coordination number is found to be 8, and it is body centered cubic structure. Examples like cesium bromide, cesium iodide, etc. are found. Now let us come to the last part of this unit, where we study some simple ionic solids. Now these ionic solids are classified in different ways. First, there are two types of system found. One is called AB type of system. AB stands for one cation, one anion. Under that, three systems are found. First, sodium chloride system. Second, cesium chloride system. And third, zinc blend, that is zinc sulfide system. Moreover, we have a type called AB2, where one cation, two anions, or one anion, two cations are possible. For example, fluoride system, where one cation and two anions, and anti-fluoride system, where two cations and one anions are present. In our syllabus, we have to study these five systems. What I am giving you here onwards is going to be a very short review of all the five systems. Remember them, by heart them for your competitive exams. The first system we are studying is sodium chloride rock salt system. This system involves a system of sodium and chlorine arrangement like this. Looking at chloride and sodium, you can see that it forms a face-centered cubic arrangement, wherein the chloride ions are present at the corners, sodium ions are present where at the edge centers, and one sodium atom at the body center. Accordingly, the coordination number of sodium is going to be 6, and coordination number of chloride is also going to be 6. Here we can calculate the number of sodium ions. 12 sodium ions are present at edge center, which makes totally 3 atoms. 1 at the body center, so 3 plus 1 is 4. Number of chloride ions are going to be 8 in the corner, so that makes it 1, and 6 on the face center, that makes it 4. So totally the number of formula units are going to be 4. The second system which we study is cesium chloride. Here we have a cesium chloride structure forming a very simple body centered units. Now this body centered, you can see the chloride ion is placed in the center, cesium at the corner. So chloride ions are forming the corner and cesium ion is forming at the body center. The diagram can be inverted. For example, you can make a similar diagram where chloride is shown in the corner and cesium can be shown at the body center. Opposite is possible. The coordination number of cesium ion is found to be 8, and coordination number of chloride ions is also found to be 8. So the number of cesium ions are 1 and number of chloride ions are 1 upon 8 into 8, that is again 1. So the formula units become again 1. Let us come to the third system, zinc blende or zinc sulfide system. Here the system follows CCP lattice. The diagram is quite complicated. You can see where the sulfide ions are placed and where the zinc ions are placed. We can describe them that sulfide ions are present at the FCC structure. Zinc ions are placed surrounded by 4 sulfide ions in a tetrahedral way. The coordination number of zinc ion is 4 and the coordination number of sulfide ion is also 4. The number of zinc ions are found to be 4 and number of sulfide ions which are at the corner is 8 into 1 upon 8 1 plus 6 into half phase center wala, that is 4. So the number of formula units are going to be once again 4. Let us now come to the similarity of this zinc sulfide structure. It is found that diamond follows exactly similar structure. Only difference is instead of zinc ion and sulfide ion, we have everywhere carbon atoms. So carbon atom in form of diamond crystal also has zinc blende structure. Let us come to the next structure, that is fluorite structure. In this fluorite structure you can see calcium ions, where are they present? Fluoride ions, where are they present? It again forms CCP lattice similar to zinc sulfide. The only difference is calcium ions form face-centered cubic lattice and the fluoride ions form the tetrahedral voids. Coordination number of the calcium ion is 8 and coordination number of fluoride ions is going to be 4. That is why you can see the ratio of them is 2:1. Number of calcium ions are going to be 8 into 1 upon 8 1 and 6 into half, that is 3, totally 4. Number of fluoride ions are going to be again 8. So here the ratio is the number of formula units will be 4 once again. When you consider this with anti-fluoride system, all the information gets reversed. So whatever information we have written for cations now becomes the information of anions. Let me show you what is that. In anti-fluoride system, you can see now the sodium ions are present inside and the outer corners are occupied by oxide ions. So it again forms a CCP lattice. Oxide ions are forming CCP while sodium ions are surrounded by 4 negative ions. Here the coordination number of sodium is going to be 4 and coordination number of oxide is going to be 8. So the formula units will be once again 4 only. This completes our entire unit number 3.